Welcome to Necessary Conversation, where San Francisco nails it. Fact. I'm Beth Spotswood.
And I'm Melissa Griffin. Fact. And now, the news. Today, on a very special episode of Necessary Conversation, we will examine various upcoming scenarios left by Gavin Newsom's early departure for the lieutenant governor's seat in Sacramento.
Now that Mayor Newsom is leaving us to go bide his time twiddling his thumbs in bustling Sacramento, the possibilities of who will replace him and how are endless. Today we'll explore several of them, and it's a doozy. Golly, Melissa, this is almost like a Shakespearean dramedy.
Great point, Beth. This is a calendar of 6 days in January.
Neat!
In the most drama-free grown-up scenario, Mayor Gavin Newsom gets appointed lieutenant governor, and as soon as he's out of office, the board president, David Chu, becomes the acting mayor.
An acting mayor happens all the time. It's when the current mayor goes on vacation to Hawaii every other week and picks his bestie to swivel around in his ergonomic chair.
That's right, Beth. And on January 4th, the current board is going to meet. And at that point, they could pick an interim mayor. They actually have several days in which they could pick an interim mayor, but they've got to do it before the 8th because that is when our new Board of Supervisors gets sworn in.
That's fascinating, Melissa. But what about the acting mayor?
Well, the first order of business for the new board is to pick a new board president, and that person would become the new acting mayor.
If I'm lost, just imagine how Sophie Maxwell feels. Just remember, the acting mayor is the fake mayor and gets to keep his seat on the board. An interim mayor is a real mayor and would have to give up his seat on the board, right?
Right. And as you can imagine, this can get messy. Let's examine one dramatic scenario that could take place at the swearing-in of new office holders in Sacramento on January 3rd, 2011.
Hi, I'm Gavin Newsom. I want to be president one day, which means I can't sit around in this dump kicking hobos out of my way, waiting for the White House to come to me. I'm going to Sacramento. Even though you hired me to work for you through 2011, I'm bouncing. Oh, but before I go, I'm going to try and staff the board with moderates so my replacement rocks as hard as I do.
And I'm the dude that's gonna swear you in. So, how should we do this? Traditionally, we first swear in the new governor.
Hey kids, big case of deja vu going on here. Anyway.
And about an hour later, we swear in the new attorney general.
Why, hello there.
So then, you got an hour still as the mayor of San Francisco with no district attorney, because we just got Kamala.
That's what she said. Awesome. So, I can appoint a new DA?
Did somebody say DA?
What up, choo-choo? Fist bump, boom. So, you feel like being DA?
You know it.
Hang on a second. I wanted to appoint my friend Paul Henderson to DA.
Zip it, Donna Karen. I'm the new DA.
Boom. And I can appoint my boy, the moderate Joe Alioto, to choo-choo seat. Boom.
Chugga 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 choo choo. Actually, Gavin, there's another option. You could delay your swearing in for 5 days until January 8th, when the new board will take over, and then they get to pick the interim mayor.
For real? Damn, is somebody writing this down?
So, you need to know the makeup of your old board and your new board.
Can't I delay my swearing in too?
Well, I guess.
Shut up! Okay, so let's look at the new board and the old board and...
All right, kids, huddle up, because we got the old board and we got the new board. First, let's talk about the old board. Over here, we got the shirts. Those are the moderates. And over here, we got the skins. Those are the progressives. As you can see, the progressives have 6 votes. And that's how many they need to appoint an interim mayor. Now, if they were smart, what they would do is use those 6 votes to pick somebody who could then get actually reelected in 2011 for a full mayoral term.
Let's pretend for a second, shall we, that the progressives are idiots.
Well, if they're not smart, then what they'll do is pick someone to be a caretaker. So someone who would just serve the year until November 2011 and agree not to run for re-election. Now, there are a number of people whose names have been bandied around here, but let's talk about what people's real interests are here. Sophie Maxwell. Sophie Maxwell needs a job.
Don't worry, folks. I T-voted.
Current board president David Chu and state senator Mark Leno are leading the pack to become the actual interim mayor. There are a number of other names that have been mentioned. Names like City Attorney Dennis Herrera, State Senator Leland Yee, and also current DCCC Chairman Aaron Peskin. However, none of those guys seem to have any real momentum here at the board, so that's probably not going to happen. So let's talk about the new board.
But the old board isn't that different from the new board, right?
That's right. We're going to switch out. See, the main difference between the old board and the new board is that these guys like David Chu. Also, Jane Kim likes David Chu. Now remember, he can't vote for himself, so he needs to get affirmatively 6 votes from other members of the board. So if we count as 1, we count as 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we have David Chu as our interim mayor. We could also still have, remember, Mark Leno, still very popular among this crew for interim mayor. In addition, Sheriff Hennessy and former city controller Mike Harrington could also be appointed for the caretaker position. And so this is kind of the setup for the new board if we want to think about the mayoral scenarios.
Tip of the iceberg, right, Melissa?
Oh, it's the tip of something. You know, there's a lot of people we didn't even mention here today, so if you don't see your name or your face up here, we're really sorry.
Especially if you end up being mayor.
Hopefully, we've made the upcoming mayoral transition a little more understandable for you.
But most likely, you're probably still wondering what mayoral means. For necessary conversation, I'm Beth Spotswood.
And I'm Melissa Griffin.
And now back to letting all those good Groupons expire. Damn it! Get it? I made fun of her for saying mayoral like 600 times.
Good, I made fun of her for being old, damn it.
Mayoral.
Mayoral. That's the
Mayoral
leader of
is what
Majorca,
my
which is an
grandfather
island
was
colony
working on
off the
somewhere
coast
in
of
Obama.
Azteca.